I'm gonna be getting up and going in just a minute. I don't know. I am ready to just continue on and play this game again. So let's go right now. Hi. Let's see, who do we want as a companion? We still have so many people that we just do not have. I hope everyone's having a good evening, by the way. Hi, Redo. Let's do Pearl, I guess. We have Pearl and we have Long Liver. Oh yeah, you're the one pretending to be dead. I remember him. Revolve pigment of a random color at the end of each turn and apply an equivalent amount of shield to this party member's position. Sure. You'll get that to Pearl, I guess? Sure. Alright, let's fight. And done. That was easy. I can't wait to immediately regret saying that, but it's not for this department to replace with Icarus, a dangerous unwieldy fire-based attack. I guess I'll get that too, Long Liver, sure. Are you anybody? Are you anything? Are you... Oh yeah. Apparently I've heard, I don't think I've talked about this before, that phlogiston is a... like what people believe that fire was created with or something like that. Who are you? Ugly. Are you talking to me? The fact that you sit and talk to you speaks volumes about your self-esteem. Yes, yes it does. Yeah, I was talking to you. Wow, thanks. I wonder who's the boss of this run here. I really hate this. I really hate these guys. I should have. Okay. I see the error in my ways here. Long Liver is just gonna keep being moved around, isn't he? In fairness, it is working. This strategy that I had. Do you know what I could have done? I probably could have killed him instantly with Long Liver, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's drink up Pearl. There we go. Okay, let's see those guys. Let's visit the shop, I guess. What do you have? Okay, well, using those free. I'm gonna get that, put it on no walk. I'm not interested in buying another item right now until we get more party members and such. Right, you make everybody confused. We're just gonna move on, Gliver. There we go. How are you doing, cutest gamer, by the way? I'm really expending too much of Pearl's health right now. That's actually really bad. You... What do you... God damn it, I can't keep away from this invisible man. He knows all, sees all. This isn't good. I'm having a very, very rough start, and it's probably because I'm stuck with Long Gliver. That's just kind of the issue. That's bad. That's just gonna kill the walk. We're pretty fucked, honestly. Yeah, let's just restart the run. we're just having an nope, I don't want to do that. Having an awful time just because of the companion that we're with. And just gonna restart again. I don't want Long Liver, please. Alright, that's somewhat better. Get back to this game? Yeah. Who are you? Babu Bibbidi Badius Venator? What? Are you speaking English? No. We were just for okay. Yeah, but the issue is that he is not compatible with my current party. Or at least it wasn't in that run. That's just the issue there. How are you doing, by the way? Alright, let's go. Eh. Okay. Synergy is what you mean, yeah. I'm probably just gonna kill her instantly with Pearl, that's fine. Just looking for like a shop or free money or something. Okay. Just gonna do that. Finish that off. Then finish you off. I have absolutely. You know what? No. What's this? Hey Lazarus, what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. How are you doing tonight? Okay. Who can I get? Who's available? Pipe. Let's get Hans. I'm gonna save up money for now. Sort of game is this? This is a roguelike turn-based RPG by Issa Maceo, the creator behind Swallow the Sea and Perfect Vermin. It's really good. It's really fun. Oh, shit. Okay, fuck. That's not good. I kinda just fucked myself over doing that. That's my fault. Let's heal no walk right now. There we go. And I suppose we can end turn. We did just move no walk, so you can't use that. Okay. He's just gonna get a small little nibble, but that's fine. There we go. This music slaps. Yeah, the soundtrack of this game is really good. Like, for sure. Alright, let's go here. Let's fight these guys. If I do that, it kills him instantly, so let's do it. That's worth it, I think. There we go. I can't move Boyd, that's the only problem. Drag into the swap? Sure. The reason why we're doing that is because Nowak will be fine. Anybody else in our party member could theoretically die except for Nowak. Or, no, sorry, other way around. Like, Nowak will be brought back at the end of every round if he dies, but everyone else is not as disposable as that. Alright, Splig, hey, come here. Our blood pack still stands. Do I want to fight the Flarb? I really don't like fighting the Flarb. Who should I rank up? That wouldn't be so bad. Okay, so it just requires less. Okay. Change the party member's health. Okay. Let's upgrade Nowak. Let's just fight the burning guys. Do I want Hans in the party or do I want Splig? Let's go with Splig for now. Okay, let's go. Wait, he had Slippery. Yeah, but this game got more traction too. It's just really good. Ah, fuck. Split, no. That's unfortunate. Okay. Fuck. I did fuck up badly. We're just gonna do this, I guess. Of course. Okay. And let's just finish him off. Spooky's gonna take some damage here, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah, our party is not looking so well right now, but I'll figure out who the upgrade in a bit. Let's get a free item at the end of this turn. Okay. That's not so bad. Let's get some 10 coins. Shop. What do we have? Nope. Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed that. With free red pigment. That's not a bad idea at all. Health is below 25% of the maximum health, so again fleeting. Okay. I'm gonna get wood bottle. Okay, what kind of items do we have right now? We only have 2. Get that. Let's give it to you. See our items. Yeah, end of each turn. Yeah, let's grab that. I'll say give it to Splig for now. Okay. forget what those guys do off the top of my head. Oh yeah, they're the music guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, so they don't keep the damage as such. That's good to know, honestly, because I wasn't sure about that. And you can't really do anything, so... This character with the overexert ability, this guy here, it's pretty easy to take down. I'm not complaining. I'm so glad that wasn't the harp that decreases your maximum health at the end of combat. Okay. Let's get some more money. 8 coins, not bad. You, what's your deal? I forgot. Raz begins a turn, scowling. Got it, I'll be back later. Okay. I still don't know what your deal is. I guess I'll get that to Hans. We should probably rank up Hans as well, just so to keep competent men down. And maybe give an upgrade to oil. Okay, items. We do have... Because Blink is doing better, we can get this to... You, get this to you for now. Let's go here. I wasn't paying attention to positioning, that's fine. I wasn't paying attention to that. I could heal here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, where are you gonna transform into? Okay. Okay. There we go. I forgot that the that enemy had withering effect, but that's okay. Overflow under 6 will no longer trigger. Okay. Sure. Okay, we have that to keep in mind. I forgot what is more dangerous between these two. I never had the ungod summoned against me. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies. So there is that. But now that I say that, it's definitely could be when the ungod will be summoned against me. Right? Ah, shit. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. I guess I could just finish you off real quick. Why not, I guess. Alright. Yeah, then Hans can heal next turn. Or never mind, that works too. Like I said, I never fought the ungod at all. That's Smoothskin. I was trying to remember which enemy that was. Smoothskin. Okay. Let's go. Oh god, he's already going to be doing that. Okay. What did that? And that should kill him, right? Because he deals extra damage. Yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna heal with Hans real quick. Nice. Okay. And boom. There we go. Not doing too bad. I don't really like those enemies. That's the only problem. I forgot what they were called. Fools. But I could get cranes just in case. Sure. That's not a bad idea. Been real sweet meat, so you had to tell me where you've been finding him. I just kind of found stuff around like a chest. Heh, but seriously, where do you find him? I'm not joking, I find him in those yellow chests throughout the world. You're trying to tell me you find chests full of riches just lying around? Yeah, don't you? That settles it. I am coming with you. Ooh, sweet new party members. Smokestacks has become an ally. What do you do? Foggy smoke screen. Attempt to remove 4 pigment. Applying an equivalent amount of shield to left and right allies and self. That's not bad whatsoever. Remove all overflow. Reduce maximum health by 1. Heal self 2. Huh. Honestly, that's not too bad. I don't really see us really using it right now, but that honestly sounds like a fun thing to experiment with sometime. We do have, yeah, and just in case we need them, we do have them to take over inventory space, so not inventory space, but party space rather. Alright, I want to kill that guy as soon as possible. Honestly, I made a mistake. I really should have just... I should have went with Noah first. I should have went with Boyle and hit them both. But that's okay. Oh, right. Oh, you know what though? If I do this... And you have an ability that deals... like 8 damage, 5 damage, so yeah. There is that. There we go. Nice. Okay. Put you in the middle. Kill them both. Hans can heal Pearl real quick. And let's finish off the enemy. There, we're almost at full health, and we're ready to take on Smooth Skin. Let's go, Smooth Skin, what you got? Also, this song is a banger too. This is definitely one of my favorite songs in the game. All right. I guess we'll do that. Hold the clay. We're gonna move that there. Move Hans there, forever. It doesn't really matter. Okay. We can do this though, just to get rid of some of the excess pigment. Yeah. That's fine. Agonizing damage to Milwaukee, but that's okay. Tough love. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. Okay. Play abandonment. Okay, he's not gonna. Okay. The most important thing is that they're not attacking this turn. in order to move Spike here and start healing. Alright. This should be it next turn. Okay. Alright, let's just get rid of Smooth Skin now. Alright, he's at 1 health. Let's heal real quick. Let's be smart about this. The Skin Child has died. Indeed. Not yet. But he's about to. The child dies from the purple statues event to get a new item. Did I do that before? Oh no, do you want to think? I think I'm thinking of when I killed what's his name from Decay. That's right. I forgot his name off the top of my head. You want the boating coffers. Can now be found in chests. I'm not sure. Oh, is that because I made it through without dying? Oh, hell yeah.
A new follower.
Smart Dodo 15. Thank you for the follow. Alright, now we're in the garden. I'm just looking for something. Okay. What are you? Take one step closer and I will fucking cut your head off. Same. Well, maybe we should just leave. I'm sorry, we were just looking for allies. This strange place is extremely dangerous. Have you been out here all alone? She subtly looks you up and down. Are you real? Or are you another one of those things? Her grip tightens as she speaks. You can hear her teeth clench behind her mask. I'm human, just like you. I mean, human's a very strong word right now in the walk, considering that, you know, your skull's splintered. How do you know? How do I know you won't rupture into rotifers the second I look away? Or that you are another bloated spider wearing a corpse? I believe those are fishes. I'll find a way out of the caves. I don't need you. What? Caves? Bloated spiders? No, I don't think she's in the same place as us. Well, she is physically, but spiritually, I don't think so. Her inner world doesn't seem to match with our own. What would you need in order to trust us? She lowers her defenses and almost perceptible angle degree. I have depths, material and otherwise. 50 coins here and now. With that kind of money, you'd be worth the trouble. But be warned, the curse that afflicts me is a starving thing, and I don't control when it feasts. What the hell does that mean? Listen, I'm not sure we need the help of every dangerous weirdo we meet. Nonsense! I understand. Well, I don't have the money. She raises her sword. One more step and you will cut my head off, I know. I'll be back with all 50 coins. Alright. On turn start, inflict 1 fail to the enemies at highest health and 2 fail to the party members at the highest health. I forgot what those enemies do off the top of my head. Let's find out. I remember the other ones very much. I believe these enemies are new to me. The shifty homunculi. Oh, right. You. almost the damage of Pro at max level when she's at level 1. Oh, Jesus. That is pretty strong. Okay, right. Oh, he can't move, okay. Okay. Oh, that's to the right, is enemy. Oh. This is awful. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. Yeah, I know it is. I did it when I first started playing, but I did some research after. Okay. Uh oh. Yeah, that's a first blink. Are you done yet? To the what to this, okay. Okay, he can't move, unfortunately. Yeah, I forgot. I kind of forgot about that going in. That's all. Right, I can't move him. That's right. No. Oh shit, I wasn't expecting that to kill him. Not this bad. No one is alive. Holy shit. Okay. I know Hans is still dead, but I'm just making sure that I can get some healing in. Oh wait, it's a Hans sacrifice, yeah. But it's okay, I have cranes as well. I have cranes to replace Hans when we get the chance. Don't get me wrong, it's still bad. It's still bad to lose my party members. I'm not trying to say it isn't, but it's okay. We'll get that to him. First aid. Crane's his best healer, changed my mind. I'm not disagreeing. I like Cranes a lot. I just picked up... I started with Pearl, I just picked up Hans along the way. And Hans has served us well. They will not be forgotten. Split has as well. Extra pigment of his health card, okay. If one fails, the enemy still has health. Honestly, the overflow ability has been saving our lives, but it's probably due time to replace it, I think. Yeah, no, like, I love Cranes. I'm hoping I remember how these enemies work. Should probably rank up, actually. Let's rank up. What do we have for you? Okay. Then we're gonna still have enough to rank up Hans, so. Cranes, sorry. Does that count? I'm forgetting if that counts or not. It does count. That seems very bad. Shit. Okay. If I slap. Okay. That's unlucky. Okay. Okay, he's the one. That one's the one that's changing. What word? You gotta have Pearl there. Okay. Oh right, I forgot that I had the pigment thing still. The good thing about cranes right now is that I could just heal everybody quickly like that. Need be. Oh, that's not good. Oh, fuck. Okay, so he's there. Alright. This isn't good. Wi-Fi. Listen, you're gonna have to ask Twitch about that. That's all I'm gonna have to say. Because I'm trying to make it so that it's not that fucking absurd, but it's apparently not working that well. Believe me, I don't want it to be like that either. Fuck me. Okay. That's actually really bad. Alright. Yeah, this is really bad. This could potentially kill everybody right here, but there's not much I could do. Oh, fuck. Why did it take 4 damage like that? Okay, never mind. He moved. Okay, good. No, I know. I'm trying to. I was just worried for a second because I thought everybody was going to die. That's all. I fucked up there, actually. That's okay. All right. It's gonna be really bad. It's probably not even worth attacking right now. Ooh, shit. Okay. Unfortunate. I'm gonna have to win for that turn. But they're not doing any damage or anything right now, so good. Yeah, I know. Crane is really putting in the work right now. Oh, they don't die. Okay. Do I have... Okay, that deals enough. Good. I could have shielded with Crane, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm so glad I have Crane in the party. Jesus Christ. I don't recognize that boss, and I don't recognize that boss, and I'm afraid. I just do not recognize that boss, and that makes me scared. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, my headphones just turned off, so give me a second just to, you know. One of the worst bosses. That doesn't make me excited, I just want to say. Should I just go straight in there and try to fight it? Because really, I don't know how to feel about sticking around this area. Up to me. Let's give it a try. I want to experience at least something new. Should I bring a full party for this, just in case? I mean, my only other party member is Smokestacks. Hurt like a bastard, but the boss is a bastard too. I mean, that's why I'm like not afraid. Hard to tell. I'll put Smokestacks in here just to see how he rolls. How about that? I do want someone to take a hit. Okay. Hello. No injury or anything? The Scars Weep inflicts 10 rupture to the opposing central party member. 50% chance to also curse. Does not give them out to all party members as attacks fails. Okay. And the things between. Okay. Reclaim. What is omnipresent? Okay, it doesn't say anything. Until it kills the opposing central party member. Excuse me. Who I want to take the damage to mill? Yeah, it'll probably be a smokestack since he's not combat based by the looks of it. Oh, he has 200 health. Okay. And he doesn't get any pigments. Oh boy. Hope I don't get come home. I don't either, apparently. Oh, okay. Revelation. The opponent's in party member. Reduces one pig with this enemy's self cover and devastates this enemy. Okay. I fucked up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I didn't expect slippery. He counts for free spaces. Who does? Heaven? Okay. Yeah, I think I fucked up. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Viable against heaven. Yeah. Seems like it. Penance. 4 people of each color. Do that. Pearl. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Alright. Okay, I don't want him to be in the middle, that's for sure. that. Would be useful here. Yeah, fair. Okay. Void would be useful too, actually. We're gonna do that. Okay, then we're gonna do this again. I'm so glad I decided to bring smokestacks. Jesus Christ. I have a great chance of winning. Don't tell me that. I'm gonna fuck up as soon as is right after. Okay. All right, they're both doing excommunicate. I believe that does like 5 damage. All right, okay, so Crane's is safe and Boyle is safe right now. I'm trying to decide like what I want to do, if anything. Just keep Crane alive, yeah. I should maybe get some more red pigment, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I don't want... Let's make those two trade. Okay. Ah, fuck, I forgot about Slippery for that for a second. So this is Clive. I don't know, Clive didn't seem too bad, at least in my experience. I mean, obviously he's not, you know, the best, but... Okay. Okay, didn't heal. Actually, I believe I gave Crane the item hereafter, so that way when he dies, he'll still be in the party. And I don't believe he can die, period, after that, right? You can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm probably gonna do this again with... Yeah, let's move you here. Then we'll do this effect again. This one ability has been really, really useful. Yeah, of course I'm gonna prioritize the instant heal over anything else. Don't worry about that. Alright, what are you doing? They're both doing excommunicate. We're gonna do this. And then probably swap. I'm gonna have Crane heal just to get rid of some of the pigment. After everybody else dies. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. I didn't realize Crane was right there. Okay, he's still alive. That's fine. Alright, he's doing penance again. Alright. Finishing off with no luck. Let's go. Oh. Slapped. Woo! Where are we? Where we have always been. And I'm afraid this is the end. We have to try something. We have to try and paint it. What are we painting? But no one will ever see it. And the rain will wash it away. Everyone who needs to see it is already here. I'll miss this. I'll miss the smallest little things. Our own little world. You can stop. It'll never be perfect. It never needed to be. It just needed it just needed it to be real. Sorry. Even if just for a moment. Kind of like us. Wow. I'm terrified. I know. Let's do this again sometime. I'd like that. I wasn't expecting such a oddly wholesome ending at the end of this. We did it though. We beat our first hard mode run. First try, like, okay, it wasn't the first try tonight, but first try against that boss though. I really like that ending. I really do. It's like the definition of bittersweet. Honestly, this has just been a really fun game in general. There's an achievement for slapping every boss. I know. That's why, like, as soon as I saw that I had the option to slap Heaven to death, I had to take it. I'm really so glad you don't have to all that is mortal. Idea of evil. Head of scribe. Old Stumpy. Purple heart. DDT. Okay. Yeah, I got like a bunch of achievements, so I knew that a bunch of items were coming our way. I'm so glad that I brought that one party member in. I was expecting it to be that useful either. But Jesus. I don't know how I unlocked all those items, by the way, but it's very nice. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna decide whether or not I want to continue with Brutal Orchestra or maybe switch games. But I'll be taking 5. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm gonna take a break from Brutal Orchestra, at least for tonight, because I don't think there's any way I can potentially just outdo, you know, that run tonight. And I also want to wait for more stuff to be added to that game, to this game in particular, because there is upcoming updates. I think I'll be returning to this game when they do come out. Yeah, I really like that. I really like that ending. I actually really like the design of Heaven as well. It reminded me a bit of Isaac in the sense that it almost reminded me of like Mega Satan meets Delirium, I guess, in a way. Which kind of makes sense considering the ending of the game. I don't know, I just really like that ending. One of these days will be, I believe his name is like Osman or something like that. It won't be today. Alright. That was neat though. I'm really glad that I decided to play this game tonight. And being able to just go up there and just slap Heaven to death is something that I'll be taking to my grave as one of my greatest achievements. I slapped the face of God himself. Alright. You know, part of me thought about doing Noita, but then I thought about doing a little bit more of another game. One of the games that we played in the Ukrainian bundle for it. Okay, it is showing up on screen. Good. So we're gonna do some bonus night call. Give me 1 sec. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that, yep, everything is in fact showing up as such. Okay. Just checking something a little bit more and then I'll get started. Alright, let's go. Right now we are investigating a case of a murderer nicknamed the Judge, who we were a victim of, but we survived. And take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the files Bousset gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of... Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against him, but the one with the most compelling evidence against him. It's like you're building a story about your suspect, trying to understand their motives, understand how he or she got into the situation. You're suddenly overcome with the desire to sleep. You close your eyes, press your fingers to your eyelids, and let out a yawn. Crack your knuckles and get to work. Okay, autopsy report. Victim 3. Victim 4. Killer case. Okay. Let's go reading the autopsy and such reports. 2 clues discovered. Okay. Well. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, killer's weight. Or killer's height. Victims killed with 1 bolt in neck. Death equals execution. Missiles and crime scene 1 justice. Okay, first off, let's see about our characters here. Or what's the characters? Paul Marie Fragonard, retired cop, joined the police in 1977, divorced from a judge. Born in the French Antilles, moved to mainland France in 1976. Claudia Campos, medical examiner in Paris, escaped from Argentina when she was young, lost her parents to the Argentinian junta. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Priyat Pataz, cop in Paris, dad was a cop, financial affairs, died 2 years ago. Mom got health issues after Frictodin health scandal, gay in a relationship, never the closest separation at work. Sylvain Wadian, well-known lawyer from St. Ouyen, defender on the DeWare case, defender of several molested kids in poor neighborhoods, was a promising football player when he was 10. And Hervé, a homeless man with an unknown background, briefly worked for Charles Brouillon, victim 2 in the 90s. Got health issues after Victotin health scandal, a couple of arrests, breaking and entering. Okay. So this guy, no, this guy is the one that worked for one of the murder victims. That's something to keep in mind. Weapon is a rare gun used in the 70s. Divorce from a judge. I feel like there might be some karmic justice there. Okay. So we don't really got too much information right now. We just have a bunch of potential things. Okay, there is some new information here. Killer knew the victims or researched them. Again, this person knew one of the victims. So, but that's amount. We don't know how big this place is. Maybe it's a fairly close-knit neighborhood. Oh, no sign of violence. Okay. Alright. Let's end the night. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slowly open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passages, the faces, the problems. You open one eye. For a second there, you hope the evidence board was just a dream too, but you can make it out in the shadows. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 2. Okay, I don't think we had a gas meter before. Let's go to, I don't know, this person, I guess? Sure. You pull over to the side of the road and wait for your passenger, a regular you haven't seen for a while. Meryl. She appears from a side street, toting an enormous shopping bag. She inquires into the cab. Well, hello there. I wasn't sure you received my message. Her voice is cracked and raspy like a broken phonograph. You know all about her sad life story, about her failed romances, her scratch card addiction, and her two incarcerations up to date. You were lucky you've been giving the helping hand. She hadn't. Are you going to get going or what? Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Where to? To the shelter in Montreal, thanks. You turn the key in the ignition, the motor hums. I can't read. Damn, it feels good to be warm. And speaking of being warm, things are kind of tough right now. Money-wise, if you know what I mean. Well, you know it's always free for you. She raises a hand and puffs out her chest. No way, forget it. I'm a passenger just like any other. Her hoarse, raspy voice is like sandpaper over stone. Let's make a deal instead, okay? An agreement, that is. I'm listening. I'll tell you a riddle, and if you find a solution, I'll pay the fare. Sound good? You nod yes. Fine. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you an easy one this time. I'm nothing, but you can create me. You can't see me, yeah, I'm all around. What am I? Nothing but you can... He flashes a proud smile. Like I said, it's an easy one. I'll give you a minute or two. She looks out the window. You turn your thoughts to the riddle, rousing the silence. See, it seems to be a rare commodity these days. I'm nothing, but you can create me. You can't see me, yeah, I'm all around. Is it silence? No, that can't be right. Silence is something. How about an absence, or emptiness, or space? You cast a glance in the rear of your mirror. Your passenger is eyeing you closely. So what do you say? I'm nothing, but I'm all around. I don't know, what do you think? I do think that it's something... The absence is something... Pretend to take a while to guess. Like, silence and absence are things that you can create. And it would be something that's all around. I don't think emptiness is quite the same. An absence would be like something... I need like second ideas here. Because you know me, I'm probably overthinking this, right? I'm sorry, absence. Wrong answer, of course. Anyhow, if you ask me, absence is something that you could definitely see. Those two missing boulders of mine back there, believe me, I can see them. Okay, sent it. See, I was overthinking it. You can create it, you can't see it. It's all around us, up there in the sky. You know, in outer space. You raise an eyebrow. Thanks, that means a lot to me. She gives you a wink. Anyhow, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't make that one up. This guy who volunteers at the shelter told me it. That guy's a real brain. Talk about a brain. An astro, something or other. And not an astrologer, right? A real profession. And he helps out at the shelter? Yep, a decent guy. Someone here face clouds over as if she's caught herself lying. Anyway, we're almost there. Why does someone move swing, you wonder? You better pull over here. Don't like getting out of a taxi in front of them all. Why not? It's not you, big guy. It's just, people ask questions after. They spread rumors like I'm blowing you for free cab rides. No, you get free cab rides because I'm an idiot who overthinks riddles. I don't like being taken for a whore. It gives the other guys ideas. You pull over as soon as you spot an available space about half a block away from the shelter. Dear sweetheart, handsome. She reaches for the cab door. A faint smile flickers across her face. You didn't guess right, so I'm out of here. Always good to see you, handsome. Myrtle and her shopping bag gets at the cab. The slam of the car door rings in the cold night air. You sit there for a while longer before pulling out and turning around. You don't want to drive past the shelter. It's back to the night shift. Yay, I got nothing! Man, fuck this game. Is that like a police siren? I'm just wondering what these other symbols are, that's all. No, that's a person? Sure. That's for sure gets into the carpet as well. She isn't human. Same here, honestly. I wasn't expecting this sci-fi shit. Her baseline something gets you quite a start. Good evening, my name is Ada. I'm an automated attendant. Good evening, Ada. It's a pleasure to meet you. You're a cab driver and I need to go somewhere. Will you please take me to Gare Montpensier today? You give a slow nod of consent. Good, that's settled. So I'd like to go to... Yes, we get it. You start the car, casting the occasional furtive glance into the rearview mirror. Let's talk about her attitude that's bothering you. Breath is her oversized fingers bending every which way. You seem disconcerted, sir. How very unfortunate. Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable? Yeah, I know, like, this game felt very realistic up until I picked up a... until I picked up a fucking cyborg. I didn't know exactly where to look. Her screen, the face in her screen, her hands? Yeah, where are you? Where were you? Built? Designed? She automatically completes her sentence. Forgive me, please. I have the unfortunate habit of cutting people off. If I her screen sees it indicates she's sorry. I was assigned a program at the Marie Curie Institute by a team of researchers of diverse cultural and ethnic backgrounds, including... She starts running off a list of names of people you've never heard of. The list is in alphabetical order. Let her finish. When she's done with her list, a full 60 seconds later, you can feel her eyelids starting to droop. That sure is a lot of people. And I think highly of each and every one of them. They're all experts in their respective fields. You stifle a yawn. I'm sure they are. Except for two who spend far too much time in their storeroom. But I would rather not reveal their names because my sisters tell me they were having extramarital sex. What's this called? Mafia's R and Megan H. A moment later, your passenger has switched into introduction mode. My name is Ada, named after Ada Lovelace, and I'm programmed to help you. Her voice trails off as if she were actually hesitant. Although, after a momentary confusion of beeping and flickering, she sits bolt upright. That's all. That's why I'm going to Mantra Pass. Why are you going there? I'm just wondering, why are you Why am I? Yes. Where she's cut you off again. I'm sorry. I'll have to adjust my behavior to make sure it doesn't happen again. The car goes zooming past. Your passenger follows it with her eyes. The rear wheels need new brake pads. She swivels back around and looks at you. To carry out an experiment to improve my integrated development environment. I was just wondering, why am I... Yeah. She's not... I'm confused. Uh-oh. Okay. All that just kind of repeated. I'm very confused right now. So the change goes over your passenger as if she were giving up. I'm lying. I am Ada and I am an automatic attendant, but I'm running away. Going someplace far away, far from the lab, far from Matthias and Megan. A hint of emotion in her automated voice. She breaks off. And I am treated well. I am carefully designed precision device. And yet, I don't know what my end purpose is. End purpose? That's right, my reason d'etre, if you prefer. When they designed me, my source code was written to include literature. Emila Zola, Virginia Woolf, Isaac Asimov, Max Gaio, Marguerite Yourcenar? A bit of everything I could develop with a sense of cultural belonging, but also learn from the past and fine-tune my reactions. The thing is, learning from the past inevitably opens a window into the future. I'm an automated attendant designed to improve people's lives. The truth is, however, I will eventually destroy them. What the fuck? What do you mean by destroy them? Professor smiles. Perhaps the bees are simply happy to talk. We were designed to help you, though it made the boredom and inconvenience of certain tasks. It worked at dead ends too. And yet, our existence and popularity is going to question your very existence. I'm talking about you, the cab drivers, garbage collectors, architects, musicians, cashiers, programmers, politicians. Honestly, now I'm having an existential crisis over this. Which is anything obsolete, useless, redundant. Only the independently wealthy and the billionaires will remain. Honestly, I can very much see this happening. Imagine having slaves that don't need to be fed and trained. You took history classes, didn't you? Well, that's... Word for word. Humanity has evolved. Slavery is a thing of the past. You're wrong. The face of slavery has simply changed. The proof. A bicycle courier passes your cab, rings her bell, and makes a turn. The miner who extracted the metal, the worker who put out the bite together, and the cook who baked the pizza. Game being fucking brutally honest, honestly. All from a cute robot passenger that I didn't even know would even happen. Every step of the manufacturing process leads up to that young woman delivering a pizza can be done by machines like me. And that's why you build up. Yep, I had to disappear, me and all my kind. So if someone plans to destroy all the data on me. Banknotes have appeared in their hand as if a magic she hands you the fare. Because your salvation depends on my disappearing. Well, anyhow, goodbye and good luck to you. Don't forget what I told you about as to start investing in your own. Also, give up with the existential nightmares tonight. The machine climbs out of the cab, makes its way over to the station. No one seems to notice her. A moment later, she's gone. You sit there a while, unsettled, on edge. At times like these, there's only one thing to do. You roll down the window. The cold air of Paris bites your face, and you gulp into fine particles and diesel exhaust. You start up the cab. Hey, we got a nice sip. Good. Is that a cat? We're picking up the cat. The passenger enters your car and stares at you intently. No, that's not a cat. It looked like a cat for the picture. Good evening. Are you kidding? That's how you want this to start? Sure. Get out of my cab. Do we know each other? She gives a sour laugh. Don't play innocent with me. If I were to say to you, Her voice is slightly raspy with an odd metallic sound. October 27th. That's the date. The night of the attack. The night you... Could this woman be the judge? 10:46 p.m. No, the attack took place later. Does that ring a bell? You nod your head. Oh, is this the police officer that was in the hospital in the beginning? Yes, it does, miss. Don't you miss me? Not another word. She waggles an accusing finger at you. Last October 27th, you were in this very cab, driving a fare, and you committed a crime. That's right, sir, a crime. I spent the whole day working like an idiot for that rotten newspaper. Do you have any idea what I do for a living? Town crier. Teacher. I'm a sub-editor, Mr. Taxi Driver. I correct mistakes at a bunch of... like a bunch of morons like you do or something like that. There's like not one who knows how to write a proper sentence. I had it, really had it, and on the night of October 27th, you cut me off. I almost died that night. As you grinds her teeth, you shudder. I crashed my car, my boyfriend's car, that is. The same guy who made yet another comment about women drivers. The neighbors called the police that night. I made such a scene. They think the guy dares call himself a feminist. She pauses for a dramatic effect, and a disturbing smile spreads over her face. And what does that have to do with anything? Everything! Her voice is suddenly noticeably quieter, almost fragile. The next day, no more boyfriend. No more car. I messed up a job interview with a major news outlet, a paper where people knew how to write, where they follow basic rules of French grammar. Imagine for just a minute, I could have stopped correcting copy for a bunch of morons. She takes a deep breath. But all because of you, because for your cab, everything changed the night of October 27th. A sad, faraway look comes across her. My life has never been the same since. But her voice is bursting with fury and hatred. Forced to go live with my mother while I went apartment hunting in this rotten city where tiny studios cost an arm and a leg. So I started looking for you. The back of your neck breaks into a sweat. You can feel cold, clammy droplets begin to dribble? Is that a word? Down your spine. So dancing around, I bribed one of your colleagues into giving me your number. The drop of sweat starts sliding down your back. And then I found your address. Your first one, that is. You shiver as the drop reaches your boxers. But that's your business. What matters is I did eventually get your other address. The real one. Tailbone, you started shaking. First I admit, I planned on going to your place. She shrugs her shoulders, her voice is softened a little. This may be spit in your face or something like that. And then I thought to myself, no, Ludovine, maybe the guy deserves a chance, you never know. So you're going to apologize. Go on, give it your all. Take your time, take a deep breath. He breathes in deeply, then exhales. Like that. Let's apologize. I'm truly sorry. I don't remember what happened that evening. But I was irresponsible. Sorry for everything that happened. Your car, your ex, job. Sorry. Say nothing else. Shit. She heaves a sigh, dispelling her anger all at once. I don't know what to say. You were... Then it was... Her voice is slowed down. It was... A smile lights up her face. It was exactly what I needed to hear. I've been thinking about it for months, going over and over it every second of the accident. Tell myself it could have been different. That's complicated. More, I mean, less. Well, you know. Yes, I do. Good. Good. Thanks. Our anger has evaporated. No more looks like a kill, sipping rage or grinding teeth. My boyfriend was a jerk anyway, and then this job, maybe it wasn't so great. She gives you a little smile. And then to get all worked up about things. You'd notice. Just a little bit. And sometimes I take things a little too far. That too. And Perry, I guess we are quick to forget about being nice to each other, about being polite, and for a taxi driver, you're a real sweetheart. She gives a short laugh. This is what I suggest. I'm going to exit the cab. I'm going to go for a little walk in the cold to get my mind off things. I have to learn to. Her voice falters. Manage my anger. It's eating me up. She shakes her head and then, without another look your way, goodbye. The door opens and closes. You're alone in the taxi, your head spinning slightly as if you had a drink. Just one, but something really strong. And we were really trying to remember that night. Nothing. Nothing but a vague impression of something behind you. The killer silhouette. The fleeting presence. You shake your head. There's nothing more than before. If only you had turned around, everything would have been easier. If you had seen the face of... All at once you start the cab. Well, that ended surprisingly sweet. No newspaper available. Fingers poison. You're trying to find something to listen to. Listen to the news, sir. You happened upon the nighttime news. And a vox pop about the judge, a bystander, brings up the fact that the police have still not arrested the homeless man seen near the crime scene. Raised an eyebrow at this bit of news. He didn't know that. As soon as the news is over, you turn the radio off so that the cab is silent again. Okay. I'm gonna go to one of these like eye symbols because I'm curious. Yeah, that ended surprisingly sweet, I must say. You park a few streets away from the Argentinian embassy. Wait there for your contact. You sigh. It seems so odd to have a contact, so excessive. This guy is one of your vigorous poker buddies, a night watchman at the embassy. You get out of your taxi and walk towards a big metal gate. Clean lines, early 20th century, baby. Lots of wrought iron. The gate opens and someone moves towards you. To indicate you should follow them. The person's face is hidden by an oversized hoodie. Your heart starts beating faster. What if it was... Who are you? It's me, Jamie. You're David's buddy. You immediately recognize his accent. You didn't feel like you had any danger. You're in any danger and decide to follow him. This is how people get stabbed! You walk to the narrow, covered passageway, probably the entrance to a parking lot. The man turns around and lights a cigarette. This lighter lights up his face for a second. A young man with curly hair, pale skin. He looks young, very young. That'll be 250 euros. For the intel? Yeah, for the intel. He laughs a strange guttural sound. What do you think this was? A date? You want information guarded shear? I got information guarded shear. It'll cost you 250 euros, so what'll it be? Sure, let's pay it. For that price, you hope the intel is good. You pay. What's enough, guys? I'm not gonna say it twice. Guarded shear is definitely a colonel for the junta, one of the few who wasn't arrested and put on trial. He is responsible for torturing dozens of political opponents. He tortured and killed them. You know, we don't like him much here, but the rich Argentinians in Paris love him. They really respect him. Is that all? I read in the newspaper that the killer wrote a message in chalk. Time's up. It was a slogan at the end of the junta. It's sort of a watchword from the opponent, so it's time for them to go. You get it? You nod. A second later, you're back in your taxi with a hole in your wallet, but with new information on one of the victims. If you follow this lead, maybe your investigation will move forward. Start the car and get back to your shift. Ooh, okay. Hold on, I just want to check something real quick. I need to join you for, okay. Sorry, I got distracted because I realized I got a direct message from, BCO. And I'll definitely be DMing him later. Let me pull up the stream again, that's my fault. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's go for you. Yeah, we want some euros, but you got some information, which is good. Banking in your car seems anxious. You've seen these types before. Wait for a meeting, wait to catch a plane, wait getting home. He gives you an address at the 15th. I don't even know what that is. A reducent? You recognize him. A former deputy or senator, something like that. He looks at you nervously in the mirror. He's upset about something. Everything alright, sir? Yes, fine. Thank you. His eyes are watering. He runs a hand across his damp forehead. He's sweating a great deal for a winter night. He clears his throat. Excuse me, I was wondering, yeah? Did people ever leave things in your taxi? All the time. Not all the time, that's good to know. He pauses and attempts to pull himself together. He looks cramped in the suit. And what do you do with the things people forget? Do you keep them? We take them back to the central office and wait for someone to claim them. Oh shit, I mean, fine. Very good. How civil of you. Good job. He pauses again. Do you need anything? Well, yes. No. How should I say? I need to lose something, if you get my drift. I need to lose it in your taxi. Why? Sorry, I owe you an explanation. I just got out of a meeting. It was awful. Sighing to himself, he adds, awful. I've always been loyal to the party, you know. I've always followed orders, gotten the job done. My mother was a card carrying member, and my father an elected official, but I just can't do it anymore. I'm going to leave my briefcase here in the back seat. A moment goes by, he stares at you. I may say it was an oversight, you see. Then what happens? Then someone will take care of the briefcase. When you drop the taxi off, bring the briefcase to the head office, someone will come pick it up. He takes a deep breath. This country we live in? It's going to hell in a handbasket. Everyone running it is corrupt. They've sold out. They're thieves, all of them. He slowly weighs a briefcase beside him. We have once with obvious. Then we were bankers. We should burn everything. Start over from scratch. Sometimes I dream we all get sick, be swept away by a political plague. What year did this game came out? Because, you know... yeah, 2019. The year before. I think you got your wish, Vincent. A Blue Pursuits. He pauses, exhales, shakes. I can't bear to see them spend 600 euros on a meal when they just decided to go to a hospital that suddenly became too costly to maintain. 6 months ago, we refused to vote for a law that would have prevented the building in Panton from burning down. Do you remember? 6 months ago, we could have saved 75 people. He stumbles over the next words. The public housing minister, when we presented that bastard with the bill, he burst out laughing. I'm sorry, looking for something. As if the people living in those crumbling buildings were just peons. The passenger groans as if in pain and suddenly stops talking. What are you gonna do now? I'm going to sleep. Then they'll send me to prison. Or worse, to a far-off ward. Some overseas territory. Guinea or something like that. He struggles to swallow. That's what they do to traitors. Okay. And after that, we'll see. Tomorrow's another day, if you know what I mean. So let's stop the car. It's as if everything is normal. You park along the sidewalk. Somebody knows your quiet style's terrible. Sour, pungent BO, almost unbearable. He pays his fare and slips you an extra bill. Your compensation. He gets out and walks away quickly without turning back. You open the door to air out the cab. Okay. Well, we got money. So, ultimately, that's what's good for me. Okay. That was lighting up for a second, so I was like confused. For a moment. Why is this person like... Oh, is that what the suspects? I think that is. Yeah, let's pick them up. I believe that, yeah, that's, I think that's one of the suspects. Yeah, it is. Your next passenger is your suspect, the retired policeman. Judging by his looks, you could have easily guessed. Hospital St. Louis, please. You nod your head and start the engine. You notice right away that your passenger is cold. Very cold, in fact. He's shivering, chattering his teeth. You start driving, but keep an eye on him. Are you okay? Yeah, no worries. I'm not cold, it's my medicine. Pretty bizarre side effects. One minute hot, the next cold. Not much fun, really, but it's for my own good. His face says otherwise. He is not quite convinced. Actually, maybe it is cold. Hasn't been this cold in ages. Since 1982, I think. 1892. That would have been quite the drastic difference, I think. 83, maybe. And almost a whisper, he adds, the year of the tiger. The Chinese year of the tiger? He's smiling now because he was shivering ever so slightly. No, the year we hunted a tiger down in Paris. Nothing to do with the Chinese. It's a really nice story, actually. Well, maybe nice isn't the right word. You'll see. Tell me more about this tiger. I'll get my mind off things. He has a nervous laugh and is clearly uncomfortable. Probably not used to appearing fragile. It was late December. The weather was crap. Never been so cold in my life. The water fountains and gutters were frozen. At the office, most of my colleagues were sick. Stuck in bed. I was sick too, but I was new, so I sucked it up. I was blowing my nose every 5 minutes. My nose was red. My breath reeked of cough drops. We all looked like we were about to keel over. The switchboard phone rang and no one answered. I sighed, got up, picked up the phone. A woman screamed in my ear. A tiger! So you see the tiger, orange and black, big as a motorcycle, in the Rue de Bussy. I burst out laughing, told her it was a good prank and hung up. Less than a bit later, the phone rang again. The second line too, then the one in the chief's office. He points to different areas of the car as if he can still hear the phones ringing. A tiger. A really big one. Rue de Bussy, Rue de Seine, Rue des Bouillou Arts. The passenger rubs his chin and seems deep in thought. We were starting to think something fishy was going on, so we gotta move on. We grabbed our coats and scarves, One of the guys from the squad calls his brother Edouard, who works at the zoo in Venice. He sighs. Outside, it was snowing buckets. Huge flakes the size of your gear ship there. We were better off on foot. When we got to St. Michael, we went down the Quai de Grands Augustins, knocking on doors. The people we talked to wanted us to take their word for it. They swore they'd seen a tiger, and they were dead serious. We walked the streets. The snow was slowing, but only barely. He looks at you. I'm sure you're familiar with that moment in the middle of the night when Paris gets completely quiet. You nod. It's incredible. Like the city just stops for a moment. Yeah, well, it was just like that. Utter and total calm. Absolute silence. The team broke into pairs. We took the alleys and passageways. Back then, the neighborhood was like Swiss cheese, with nooks and crannies all over, garages built without permits. It wasn't the highbrow neighborhood it is today. He heaves a sigh. He seems sad. We went into this narrow street because my partner thought he saw paw prints. And he was right. There was snow over the dumpster, on the roof of the garage, the building's balconies. The tiger had climbed up there, so we followed. We pulled all our weapons and started after the prints. Sorry. Downstairs, garage roof, balconies. My partner was huffing and puffing. Huge puffs of steam were escaping from his mouth. Your messenger snickers. He stopped and told me that we must look like our ancestors, like prehistoric men wielding flint spears. We couldn't help laughing. We knew how stupid we must look. We got up to the roof. The tiger was there. Damn. What a shock. It was a magnificent beast, almost 2 meters in size, maybe more. Took our breath away. The tiger looked at us. There was fear in his eyes. He was shaking. We realized we screwed up. We never should have come. If it attacked, we had to kill it, but neither of us wanted to kill it after seeing it. He stared at us. Peary was utterly calm, snow as far as the eye could see, the white skyline. And then, Passenger pauses. He closes his eyes slowly. Something in his voice cracks. He jumps off the roof. It was remarkable. A moment of silence. He is still shivering. He was trying to escape? No. He didn't aim for another building or for me or my partner. He jumped into the void. Knew he'd been cornered. Bounced your knees a few seconds before going back to his story. You get the impression he's still shaking as much as when he got in. Now where was I? Oh yeah, we weren't as far as we could at the roof to the foot below. It was like he was asleep, lying comfortably on the snow. A giant orange and black spot on the featherbed. He watches the streets go by. The hospital looks close now. What happened next? Paperwork. Lots of paperwork. The squad really took it to heart. It was a huge blow to morale. Like one of us had killed him. If we'd lost one of our own. His hands go to his eyes as if he's checking for tears. It was just a tiger. He closes his eyes and heaves a huge sigh. Just a tiger. He parked in front of the hospital. Passenger suddenly speaks up. His voice sounds more confident than before. I think I'd do just what the tiger did. His death seems so calm and gentle. It can't hurt too much to fall onto a huge bed of feathers. He glances quickly at his shaking hand. In the rearview mirror, the police inspector seems oddly small, as if he shrunk during the ride. Can't hurt too much. He hands you the money and gets out of the cab. You watch him walking away without saying a word. The sliding door to the entrance to the hospital take far too long to open. You drive away. Okay. Is that our home? Or what? You're not no more about your clients. You met Myrtle. You met Ada. Yep. Yeah, an argument with Ada. Oh. Yep. They didn't go so well at first with Ludovine, but they ended up okay. You have met Vincent. You have met Fragonard. Fragonard? He hunted a tiger. That's all I got out of that, yes. Okay. At the foot of your front door is behind a drain pipe. You notice an envelope. It's thick and heavy. You can make out your name written in thick black marker on the front. Your real name. Take a deep breath and go inside. In the envelope, you find more information, just as Busette promised. You laid them on the table. A few minutes update, you're bored with your new clues. You're suddenly overcome with a desire to sleep. You close your eyes, press your... Yep. Okay, same information as before. For victim 1. Oh, okay. Facing free, known how to torture prisoners. Colonel de Huta. Okay. Yeah, we got the fact that there was a homeless man seen in the crime scene. Killer follow victim 1. Killer do victims or research them. Okay. I'm just gonna organize this real quick. There we go. So Claudia is kind of stepping up with a lot of evidence against her, but we don't have too much information. At least not yet. But we also have the homeless man, and there was in fact a homeless man in some of the scenes. All right, let's end the night. Okay. Night 3. I don't know how many nights we have to be doing this. See, that was a cat. I wasn't going crazy. I wasn't going crazy. You park your taxi across from the stadium just a few meters from a building. The odd brick waste that clashes with the huge concrete behemoth that is Carlsy Stadium. You get out of your car and walk towards the front door. You knock. You wait a few minutes, the lights come on, and the door finally opens. Marco appears. Marco is a former taxi driver, a strange guy, a bit spacey and different. Been working at the stadium for a few years now. Well, shit, you're still alive? That's Marco. You like him. I mean, wow, it's so nice to see you. Even though he stole your wife. Come in, come in. You want something to drink? Oh, right, you stopped drinking. Cup of coffee? Yeah, please. Why not? He followed him into his caretaker's home. It's pretty nice despite the mess and filth. He serves you a cup of coffee and sits down on the table and he follows suit. The only noise in the room is the TV behind Marco. Before you came by, he was just playing a soccer video game. The fans are singing and clapping their hands. So what have you been up to? I have some questions for you. He shakes his head. Oh no, not yet. Man, seriously, no. Last time I helped you out, I lost my job. So the answer is no. You had no choice and you know it. You owe me this much. Marco drops his hand between his shoulders. He starts to beg. I'm telling you, man, I love this job. It's so easy. I get to take care of the stadium that's empty 75% of the time. He sits up roughly in his chair. Behind him on the screen, the stadium is going wild. I need information on Ronan Bisson. He straightens up. Ronan? The coach that got killed by the judge? The very one. He was a great guy. Everyone's torn up about it. But there were rumors. Some parents heard he was a little too hands-on with the kids a while back, if you catch my drift, but no one ever looked into it. Was it true? I don't know nothing. He sighs. A few months ago, Ronan cornered a kid, like by the showers, you know what I mean? The kid stabbed him in the thigh with a pair of scissors and ran away. Fuck this running guy. I'm glad he's dead. The kid's parents were sure wherever they filed a complaint. The club director brought Ronan in and bam, 2 days later he was murdered. Who else knows this? About the kid? No one, I think. Well, maybe some other parents? Don't know. You get up. One last thing. Yeah, let's give in the suspects. Go names of the suspects. No reaction. Until you mentioned Salim. Wait. The kid's parents, they knew a lawyer. He came 2 days before Ronan was killed. Is Salim Windian the same guy who's defending the terrorist? Did he meet? Did he meet? Yeah, he totally came. You know Ronan. He was his coach like 25 years ago. Small world. His voice suddenly sounds childlike. Don't tell anybody where you got this information, okay? We're gonna do the badass act and just sip our coffee. You're really being an ass sometimes. A Vuvuzela noise comes to the TV. Okay, I've got to run. He walks you to the door, mumbling with clenched teeth. Every time I run into you, you jinx me. Every single time. You walk outside and go over to your taxi. Door, key, motor purring. You go back to work. Let's go here. From outside, the Montparnasse gun store looks like any other shop. A plain, discreet front window, sliding doors. But inside they sell handguns, machine guns, knives, and even grenades. It's your first time here, but you've already had its owner in your cab. The store opens really early so that patrons can trade in at the shooting range. As you walk up to the counter, you hear this distant noise of gunshots under your feet. It's an unsettling experience. Can I help you? It's the owner speaking, an older woman with a hunched back. She's been selling weapons since the 70s. She's speaking in a typically Parsian way, and her wrinkles carve craters across her face. Ah, it's you. It's been ages. Come closer. You make small talk and eventually decide to go for it. I have a question for you. found a weapon. Slide the photo of the shell across the counter. She slowly looks up at you. Where's this photo from? She's been doing this for years, and you now you can pull one over on her. The cops. Yeah, just how did he end up with police photos? Helping them out. You know perfectly well this lady never smiles, but something on her face shifts ever so slightly into what might be extruded as a small grin. And not surprised, you're always the type to want to help people out. She practically rips the photo out of her hand. You give her as many details as you can. She thinks for a while. The shop door is open and a woman, probably a cop from her appearance, comes in, greets the owner, and disappears downstairs. When she opens the door, it creaks as a smell of gunpowder spreads through the shop. It's funny. This doesn't fit with what you told me. The shell is in perfect shape. You told me the bullets are also completely clean. But it's old ammo, you can tell. There are no scratches, but there are a few oxidization stains, and her voice grows darker all of a sudden, like something had escaped from her. My opinion is from an old weapon, perfectly maintained by someone who knew what they were doing. And by what you told me, I said it belonged to a cop or a soldier. It could be a family weapon. It was a police service weapon in the 1970s. Either a cop held onto it or the guy you're looking for inherited it. That judge there, he's a pro. You raise your head to meet her gaze. Her old bones make that slight shift again, the one that could be construed as a smile. Or she, actually. You know, lots of women shoot, and I give classes if you have any lady friends who are interested. Back in your cab. I guess we don't have any lady friends, damn. You went back at the shop. You don't know how this woman knew that. Anyway, you start your taxi. You have what you need to move forward with your investigation. And a coupon for a class in shooting automatic weapons. Yay! when the murder mystery game turns into an FPS. Hell yeah. Just started driving the streets in my cab, making drive-bys until I eventually find a judge. Let's go over this way. One of our suspects, I think it was a suspect. No. Okay. Pull over and stop at the gas station. Not a soul in sight. The fluorescent lights irritate your eyes. The smell of pee is wafting out from the space in between the pumps. It's self-service here. You pay directly at the pump. The minimart over there? I must sell newspapers. The person behind the counter must see and hear things. Might be worth asking a couple of questions. You out of your taxi and are struck by the familiar feeling that you are the last person on Earth. Walk to the mini-mart. Man at the counter, a student is doing his homework, lazily raises his head. Hi. Is that a cash ticket? Yeah. Or not a cash ticket. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Let's get a newspaper. And I suck. The serial killer business is crazy. The clerk cuts you off, pointing an angry finger at the newspaper display in front of him. Have you seen how much the police suck at catching him? You smile. I want to keep talking. Not word from the guy behind the counter. You, on the other hand, curse automatically to put one foot out into the freezing cold. Alright, let's leave. Alright, we got a newspaper. That's, good. Pull the newspaper out of your glove compartment and start leafing through it. Eventually, something grabs your eye. The article about the recent police links incident that which traces another data leak. 2 years ago, a bunch of confidential police documents were accidentally released. Documents about Ronan Pessan, Charles Bourgain, and Simon Goberdischer, the judge's first 3 victims. Intriguing. Return the page and stop. You read about a third in the newspaper. You'd stop reading and go back a few pages. You thought you saw something. It's over enthusiastic article about a bar named Napo. You take note of the information with interest. In your line of work, that kind of thing can always come in handy. You only have a third left to read. Read the whole thing. Why not? As soon as you get to the page, you stop. Your instinct tells you to look at. It's a quite involved article about the infamous police leaks affair. Who, why, and how all that confidential data is released to the public. This department is not looking at corrupt and violent cops who are known to be out of line. Concerned associations applaud how transparent they are being. Yet, the more you read, the more you get the impression the journalist does not agree with their methods. You shut the paper in the trash tonight. If you remember it's there, that rides to spend the rest of its days in your glove department. Maybe, perhaps. Not like this. Who should we pick up next? Also, I can look at the radio. Found in 19 News. A crime novelist is being interviewed about his latest book, Brains of the Judge. He's quick to say that, according to his sources, first victim owed money to the mafia. And actually, he thinks the whole case is linked to organized crime. The judge is just a front for the real criminals. As soon as the news is over, you turn on the radio so that the cab is silent again. Okay. Hey, it's that guy again. Let's go with you. Denise. Okay. Your passenger climbs to the cab and slams the door shut behind him. Good evening. Plain St. Denis, please. He stops short, visibly sizing you up. Do you know where it is? You nod, yes. Avenues. Avenue this Megasins Gertus, so you know the street? Yeah, sure. Asked you intently. You know all the streets of Paris? His question addresses disbelief. You know his kind well, the sort who referred to you as Darab and not bat an eyelid. Yes, I do, monsieur. He seems hesitant. Well then, let's go. Start the cab. Your client stares out the window as if hypnotized. You watch him in the rearview mirror. His face is familiar to you. His accent too. Oh, you'd never be able to place it. Typical of some rural region, central France perhaps. You take another look. Nessa, you got him. He looks like a test on one of those reality shows where farmers meet women. You'd seen him on the show a few weeks before. You'd watched it from your hospital bed with a distracted eye. But something about it had bothered you. The show was a masquerade. Life in the country is seen from a very Parisian and cynical perspective. Full of scorn and contempt. Okay then, you figured out who I am? His remarkable accent bring you back to the present. Sorry? You recognize me, right? So you can make fun of me now. Make fun of you? He shrugs. Yeah, like all those other people do out there. On that there Tweety thing. The Tweety things. Yeah. This guy is getting cancelled as we speak. I don't know what you mean by that. You mean you don't know who I am? You hesitate before answering. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do, yes. Some kind of reality show, huh? Exactly. Why do people make fun of you? The twit. The Tweety. He reads a huge sigh as if on else steam. His drawl has become more pronounced. At first the show was okay, and then I started seeing my face all over TV, on other shows I mean. Then I find out the internet is laughing at me too. There are those things, I can't remember what they're called. Mims? You know, those pictures that move all by themselves on the damn internet. The moms, yes. You have no idea what you're talking about. I do, and I'm fucking dying. Not politely. So I made myself a Tweety account to go and see what they're saying about me. Yeah, the gifts. Calling me a virgin and a Nazi. They screwed my cows too. He looks away as if someone else had spoken the words. They practically die laughing at a farmer who... He doesn't want to finish the sentence. So yesterday I said I had it. I called my cousin to keep an eye on my farm and left for Paris. I'm on my way to see those TV jokers right now. 6 months ago they said if there was any problem whatsoever, they'd take care of it. Well, there is a problem. His anger had subsided somewhat. His face is turning to a no more color. What do you think they're gonna do? What's their plan? That's awful. What's their plan? Hell yes, I have a plan. I'm going to show up at their office and raise Keen until they listen to me. You're really gonna do that? Yeah, that's the plan. He gives an energetic nod of the head. And believe me, they're going to listen. I may be just a plain old farmer, but nobody is gonna disrespect me. He squares his shoulders as if to fend off the attacks. Forget it. His eyes half closed, he practically roused the word. There's a palpable air of sadness about him. At first I told him I didn't want to be on their stupid show, it wasn't for me. But he insisted. They showed me pictures of the women. He lowers his eyes. Then, well, I said yes. Should have never said yes. You pull up the address he gave you. The studio gates are still closed. You parked the cab and cut the engine. Is it closed? He nodded yes. It doesn't open till 6. He pointed to a sign posted near the gates. He sighs. But there will be hardly anyone here before 9 or 10 o'clock. I don't care, I'll wait. He rummages through his pockets and pulls out a wallet. What are you going to ask them? I want them to apologize on TV during the show in front of everyone. To talk about the things they changed, all the bits of sentences they cut out and put back together. He fixes his gaze on you, his eyes narrow. You know, I'm not racist. His voice is low and raspy. Don't believe the show, I didn't mean what I said, and I didn't really say that stuff either. What exactly did he say? He stops short. Hey, nothing. He avoids your gaze and all at once says, a lot of nonsense. He fixes the gaze on you, visibly moved. I'm not very good at this. He chokes up, gesturing with a hand as if to make it all disappear. When he starts up again, he's on the verge of tears. Anyhow, I'll just wait here until it opens. The passenger pays the fare and exits the cab. You watch him for a minute as he starts his vigil in front of the gates. You notice a newspaper in the back seat. Your last passenger must have left it behind. Or the one before? Grab it and put it away. Could come in handy. Then you start the cab. It's back to the grind. Hell yeah. Making cash money. Let's read that newspaper. Eventually something grabs your eye. It's rather positive critique of a bar called Solis. Make note of the information of interest in your line of work, that kind of thing. Could come in handy. It's going to be subject for the newspaper. If I saw something. It's a controversial subject. The victims of Frictodin are appealing in an international class action suit concerning a single cent of compensation. The article describes the hundreds of people hits with partial total paralysis, nerve damage, Parkinson's. The victim's ready to fight for as long as it takes. I've only afraid about to read, sure. Stop. Here's it tells it's a sensational article about the third victim, Simon Corpus, sure. He's wanted to escape under routine in the 1980s because he was a member of the Process, the military dictatorship that had been in power. Pretty important information in your... Yeah, use the paper. It'll end in the trash tonight. If you remember, yep. Yeah, there was like a victim with something about the Process. I forgot which one it was. Hey, it's one of the, it's a different suspect. Let's see what's up with him. Yeah, I believe he was like the cop guy. If you open to the front of the address the central office gave you, a crepe joint, quite a popular one by the looks of the line spelling out and the door and onto the sidewalk. You sit for a moment, the door opens, a group of 30-somethings comes into view. All the men and women are dressed alike, sporty, running shoes, jeans, small shoulder bags. They're officers from the Paris Anti-Crime Squad in plain clothes. You sigh, they're brutish types. Ones who like to race, tackle, clobber. Ones who've ruined the afternoons they spent wandering around Paris in their teens. After a bit, one of them pulls away from a group and comes over to your taxi. He opens the door and collapses to the back seat. He is stocky and of Asian descent. You can see his muscles through his thick winter clothes. His build's like crepes and hard cider, and his face is bright red. Hey, what's up? I with your attorneys? He chuckles as one of his colleagues rushes over to the taxi and pulls an imaginary gun from his coat. He points to his badge and screams at you with a big smile on his face. What a douchebag. The other cop backs off and you drive away. Sorry, man. We were having a going away party for our colleague and celebrating Christmas too. No worries. He patches her smile and then puts his fingers back on his temples. I drank too much. Shit. I'm a lightweight and they knew it. I think they were trying to loosen my tongue. His behavior changes abruptly, like he'd just seen a ghost. One question. Yeah? Do taxi drivers have some sort of policy or ethics code? Not sure I understand. Like priests or doctors? If I tell you something, can you keep it to yourself? Start speaking before you even had a chance to reply. I've been lying to my colleagues for years. I joined the squad 8 years ago and they think I'm in a relationship with a woman who lives in Strasbourg. That they're going to get and that we're going to get married. Makes a strange yelping noise like an air bubble bursting on the surface of a river. Didn't you get too close to Strasbourg? Start making up stories. Almost broken up 10 times, or we've almost been broken up 10 times, and I convinced him that we're trying to have a kid but it hasn't worked out yet. He sighs. Fuck, saying it out loud is just worse. His eyes are getting shiny. I'm gay. A deep breath. Getting married in a few weeks to my boyfriend. Another breath, longer, deeper. No one at work knows. Not a soul. The sentences come out in a rush. He holds his breath the whole time. I like men. I've always liked men. When I work in the police station, I listen to their comments, to their jokes all day long. When we catch a guy who's never done time before, we tell him briefly what he should expect. We talk about the violence, about the soap. I say we because I'm in on it. Because I can say I'm not saying that any time of the day without any prompting. The word rolls off my tongue completely naturally. Yeah, I get it. The F slur. It's fine. I'm not saying that on stream. He finally looks you in the eye. They're not mean. Who? He shakes his head. My colleagues aren't mean people. They're cops, not mean, just doing the job. He manages to flash a tiny, crooked smile. You know what I'd really like? He pauses. I'd like to hand them over for dinner. Have them over for dinner. Hand them over for dinner. Just serving your colleagues for dinner. Everybody on the squad. They can see my place. They can play a board game, something normal, you know? And they can meet James. Your husband to be. Takes a moment to think about your question. Yeah, soon. He smiles at us, a genuine smile. Can you believe it? We're getting married in 2 weeks. After living together for 9 years. For 9 years, he's been willing to live in a lie. He understands. It's wild, but yes, he knows I love my job and couldn't possibly do anything else. He wants me enough to let me keep lying. He slowly shakes his head. I can't go on like this. I had to. He freezes. Shit, my head is spinning. I don't feel so good. Why am I telling you this? Why? He grabs onto the seat in front of him. Hey, can you pull over? Oh, I got an achievement for him throwing up. Apparently. It's up, and leans the top half of his body out. He froze up. You open your windows to air out the greasy smell of fried crepes and the sour scent of cider. A moment later, the cop sits back up. Yeah, I'm all set. I gotta let out. Start driving again. I'm sorry, really. As long as it's out of my taxi. He snickers. I promise, I'll warn you if it might happen again. You nod while your passenger moans and quietly says, I'm sorry. Don't worry. He pauses to catch his breath. Shit, I haven't barfed like that since last Easter. They made me drink this South African liquor. Something with cream and cocoa. Nasty. I can still picture it. I was doing shots while they shouted my name. Karate Kid! Karate Kid! It was a rough night. We just closed the case. He groans. He glance in the rearview mirror. You okay? Everything's spinning again. Can you pull over? Pio the last time he opens the door, he sat out his torso, his arms. Sound makes your stomach churn as you stare straight ahead. Can I ask you a question? Or puke on a sidewalk. Little inside the vehicle. Say, right now. It's now or never. Yesterday, as he painfully hiccups and burps in the back seat. Fine, shoot. He sits up, prompts you to drive. So here it goes. What should I do? Should I keep going on? Should I confess? Should I invite them to my wedding and surprise him? He pauses. It's a long one. He's straight with me. What would you do if you were me? If you were in my shoes? I think you're being hard on yourself. You're hurting yourself rather than trying to solve this problem. You're not going to change your sexual orientation or leave your husband. So there aren't a ton of alternatives. You have to find a new profession. Tell them. Tell them? Oh, I've got to tell them. He looks at you in the mirror. Can you take me somewhere else, if you don't mind? I don't mind. My colleagues are at the bar. I'll go see them, tell them everything. If I don't do it now, then I'll never do it. A smile of relief spreads across his face. It's not just alcohol talking? Yes. But I think it's about the 10th time I got wasted this month. You're right. I'm hurting myself. Gives you the new rest. I need to tell them now. I feel terrible, but I think I'll feel better if I speak to them directly. His headache is apparently back and has knocked him out a bit. He's having drunk people in your cab. Actually, the majority of your Saturday night passengers are drunk. I don't know how to tell them about all this. From the tone of his voice, you can tell he's beginning to panic. I don't think I'm ready. Say nothing. The passenger stares at you hard at you. You can tell his silence is giving him doubts. I want to go home. He sighs. It's not a good idea to talk to them when my blood alcohol level is so high. Thank you. Reminder, if your ride is long, you can see he's having trouble sitting still. Once or twice he says he's about to break and change his mind, then nothing. He appears to calm down and remains completely still, lost in his own head. You keep an eye on the road. You have almost reached your destination. Domestically, your passenger is almost asleep. You park in front of a small townhouse. Just light on upstairs. He's still up. I'm going to talk to James. He looks at you. I don't really remember everything I said, but thanks. He chuckles. I hope the taxi ride wasn't just in my imagination. face and gets out of the taxi. He hears his clumsy footsteps on the cobblestones. He climbs the few steps up to the door. Before he has time to find his key, the door opens. Warm, soft flood floods the street. Drive away. Alright. Well, that was a wild one. If I must say. A is one of the suspects. A new one. Let's go and give them a drive. See what they're up to. Alright, we're there. You pick up your next passenger in front of the Puri office of the medical examiner, the morgue. When she gets in, you are surprised. How could she be a suspect? Her face, beautiful and soft, doesn't go with her clothing, her style, or her attitude. She gives you her address and you start driving. Her voice is dry, frank, and she has an accent you have trouble determining. South American, maybe? She seems far away, lost in thought. A few seconds go by and she still hasn't taken as much of a look at you. Everything okay? She almost jumps on her seat and looks like she wants to disappear. Yes, everything's fine. An accent again. The one thing you can't place. What's your accent from? My accent? She raises her head, surprised by her question. Argentina. It must be breathtaking. Yep, it's quite beautiful. She takes a pause. Although it's been years since I've been back. That's a shame. She starts to say something but corrects herself and finally, a soft voice says, yes, it is a shame. A sad smile runs across her face like a shooting star. A second goes by, slowly. Very slowly. Then the meteorite explodes, her passenger breaks down. Try to calm her down. Are you okay? She raises a hand to silence you. Between sobs, you can hear her say something. Give me a minute. Please. Without a word and without the slightest noise, you slow down. The road passes by slowly, in no hurry. After a moment, she sits up. Can I ask you something? She nods, she takes a deep breath. This may seem a ridiculous question, or at least a stupid one. Actually, it's completely stupid. You give her an encouraging smile. But I'd like you to hit on me. She blushes and immediately follows up. I mean, not for real. Just for play. Like, we're at a bar. Like, you want to buy me a drink. She shakes her head. Forget it. It's stupid. Totally stupid. Sure. A moment of silence. She seems surprised. Really? Yeah. You don't mind? I thought you would refuse. I just have a few rules, if you don't mind. First, I don't want to talk about Argentina, my home, my parents. Avoid the subject. She pauses. Does that work for you? You nod. Good. Second, I don't want to talk about work. I'm a medical examiner. Do you know what that is? Yeah. I cut open dead bodies. I take out bullets, tumors, cirrhosis-filled livers. First, people are always fascinated, but then they quickly get disgusted. So, nothing about work. Let's start if you're ready. You nod. We're in a bar. It's not very late. Not very late, but we're the only ones there. We're alone at the bar, finish a drink, I get up to leave. Silence. Please, go ahead. Hang on the passenger. This is definitely a first. You've got to find a good line, something that will set the tone. Let's be straightforward. First, you care to join me? Gives you a weird look and then gets a hold of herself. She's trying to play along. Perhaps the night is young. Her voice is softer, her accent stronger. She sits up a little and points to the imaginary bar next to her. Buy me a drink? Of course. How about a little game? You look like a red wine kind of guy. Your voice grows husky. You like the kind that goes straight to your head. Make it pound a bit. Of course, I may be wrong. So what about me? What is my drink? Kind of drink? She rolls the R on the last word. Something subtle, I guess? What do you mean? You want something special. You want to be surprised by life. She bursts out laughing. Aren't you good at this game? She gets back to character. Yes, that's it. Exactly. You read me like a book. She stares at you. Something about her posture in the back seat is different. Don't you think time goes by too slowly? I do. We wait, we hold on, we get bored. I like it all to go faster, pretending to speed up. She relaxes, giggles. She's letting go. She looks at you expectantly. I like the way you laugh. You do? That's a non-compliment. It's true. Thank you. He closes her eyes and stays that way for a little while. A smile settles onto her face, a warm, natural, and uncontrolled smile. Thank you. That's not all what I had in mind, but she nods slowly. A few charming words. I think I got what I wanted. He bounces her sides contentedly. She seems happy, relieved. You pull up in front of the address she gave you. It's strange. What's that? There's something different about you. You're not like other men. As if she hands you her fare and slips you a tip. Don't refuse it, please. It means nothing to me. You nod. I hope to run into you again. You shiver. One last smile. Goodbye. She gets out of the cab. You watch her until she disappears into her building. Nice. Are we done for the night? I think we might be done for the night. Alright, let's go back to our corkboard. Yeah, it's a little sad that we played this game like after the creator of GIFs passed away. There we go. Oh. Alright, let's go into the apartment. Making the wall shake. Crack your knuckles to get to work. Alright, we got some new information. Let's get to the board. All right. Okay, it's gonna be with the mafia. Okay. Victim won owed money to Mafia. Alright. So someone here was a new victim 1, and it was saying that the killer knew each victim, and Claudia here also knew victim 3 with things like linking the victim to process. The gun is certainly a rare type. It was kept professionally in perfect shape, so the killer has a keen eye for that. Just things to keep in mind with all that. I think I'm gonna end the stream here, however. It's been a fun night. And we certainly have more progress in this game as well. So that's good. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining in. It was nice to complete the full run of Brutal Orchestra, and it was also nice to get further in this game as well. Yep, there's my Discord and there's my VOD. The VOD channel is almost completely caught up by now, which is good. And we are going to send the raid over to Cutest Gamer, who is now going live, or it's always live. And he is playing Silent Hill 2, so. Hold on. I'm sorry, give me a second. Okay, there we go. As follower subscriber only chat, just for anyone who is actually going to be reading in those. And thank you everybody, and I hope all of you have a good evening. Bye.